Good evening and welcome into Centene Community Ice Center for some late night hockey. The Lindenwood Lions hosting the Midland Warriors in ACHA play. Lions coming in with a record of 5-10-1, still seeking out that first win in 2023. For the Midland Warriors, they come in with a very impressive 17-5-2 record, and that is updated, including today's matchup earlier against McKendree, a 2-0 win for the Warriors. They picked up goals from Thompson, Sky Thompson, and Jenna Grosdidier in that matchup. That was also following a 2-1 win over Maryville last night. Grosdidier had a goal as well as Maxine Mass. So the Warriors coming in on a 2-game winning streak. Lions, once again, trying to look for that first win of the year on a 3-game losing streak. Fell a couple of times last week to Miami of Ohio, and then an 8-1 loss to Liberty last Saturday night. Getting ready to get underway here. Puck is dropped. Starting lineups for Midland: in goal, number 50, Kayla Bailey. And defense, number 6, Keegan Shearer. Number 13, Karenna Groffman. The forwards, number 4, Allie Rakowski. Number 91, Cameron Hayhurst. And number 23, Kayla Flanagan. For the Lions, Emily McDonald starting in net again for Lindenwood. On defense, Bryn Carter and Mackenzie Drost. So we see Arden Harushko dive into the Midland zone. She starts at center and will be flanked by Saskia Fuchs and Loki Antonio to start things off. Harushko has it again, slides that one down low. Lions go off on a line change. Lindenwood started off hot against Liberty last Saturday night, picked up the goal by Loki Antonio to put them up 1-0, but then 8 unanswered by the number 1 Flames, and that's pretty much how things went on Saturday night. It was hot start and really much all Liberty after that. Lions looking to reverse their fortunes this evening as that one rolls in on McDonald, picked up by Teague. It doesn't get any easier as this Midland team sits in the top 5 of the ACH coming into this week as well. So another stiff test for this Lions team as McDonald will set things up behind her net for Teague. That one is picked off there by Grosdidier. She's on a 2-game goal scoring streak, so definitely a player to watch out for as Shatford now picks it up and enters the Warriors zone. Broken up nicely there by number 2, Maggie Marcotte. And the Warriors get it right back. Entering the zone, Callie McGuire. She gets in on McDonald, backhand, stopped by her. She's going to grab that one and melt it down for a face-off. 18-17 here early in the first period. This Centene Ice Rink has been busy today. We had the St. Louis Blues Warrior Classic getting underway. Just wrapped up the alumni game featuring alumni from both the Warrior squads and the St. Louis Blues. And a healthy amount of fans sticking around from that one to catch this women's game tonight as well, which is a very good sign. That one picked off by Harushko, and she'll break out. She has Kaylee Keller alongside Annika Asplunda. Harushko fires that one high and wide. Dross steps in from the point to keep that one in. Asplunda has it. Harushko tries to punch it forward, but that's finally going to be pushed out by the Warriors. That'll nibble off the stick of Bryn Tosh. And Madison Teague sets things up. Annika Asplund. Harushko near side here to Teague. She'll dump it far side into the corner. Broken stick out on the ice. A little surprised the Warriors players haven't shuttled that off to the corner, as it could be beneficial for the Lions as Antonio keeps that one in the zone. Devonna Ditto tries the far side. Kept in again by the Lions. Kennedy Frank to Antonio. Antonio stops, finds Jessica Wither at the point. She fires it wide, and Frank will track it down. Frank still has it, turns to the inside, drops it to Wither. Shuttles that one down low to Antonio. She has Bryn Carter at the point. That one deflected high and over the net. Frank will track it down to Carter. That one to the far corner. And Drost will step in along with Frank. Frank now has it, drops it to Drost, but that's given away, picked up by Ditto. She'll just lift that one out of the zone, and Carter will reset at her own blue line. Drost kicks it back to Carter, now back to Drost. Has Harushko on the far side, tries to chip it around the defense, number 91, Cameron Hayhurst, and In is Kenzie Cameron. The freshman tries to cut to the middle, broken up there by Groffman. Now Schafford running to the boards by Groffman. That allows Hayhurst to pick it up. Near side here to Flanagan. She'll get that one out of the zone, but Cameron puts it right back in. Schafford has it rolled off her stick right to Harushko, but broken up nicely there by Rakowski. And the Warriors are able to punch it out. Teague fires it back in. That'll rim around the boards for Groffman to collect on her far side. Chips that one out. And in between two Lions defenders, but Teague will track it down. Harushko into the boards. Alongside Shearer. And now it'll filter to the far side. Groffman and Keller get into it a bit. Teague will collect behind her net. Madison Teague, nice move to get around one. Does clear the zone. Can't get it to Keller. Now Keller does steal it. Can't keep it in the zone, though, as it's chipped out by Shearer. Keller back on it, though. Punches it back into the Warriors zone. Near side here to Marcotte. She'll push it forward to number 16, Riley Martin, but it's picked off by the Lions, and now Shatford has it. Antonio can't get to it. Finally cleared the zone by Shatford and Frank. And Carter will have to restart. Two Warriors players there, including Grastidier. The Lions come away with it. Antonio clips off her stick out of the zone, right back in by the Warriors. Drost knocks it down. Drost near side to Shatford. She goes for a skate. And Drost will chip it into the zone. Antonio now racing in along with Sydney Richards. Richards will get there first and slides it up. Fuchs can't keep it in. Wither will push it back in on a delayed offsides. And now Marcotte. Antonio in on her. Makes life difficult, but Richards will pull away from it. Oh, that one almost picked off by a couple of Lions. Antonio does pick it up, though. Gets right back in on Maxine Mass. Antonio wide. That one almost trickles in. Kayla Bailey had it pushed out to the side, but her stick drug it back into the crease. Almost a bit of a disaster there for the Warriors, but nonetheless a face-off in the Midland zone. Michael Wagenknecht with you here for tonight's action. Producer, cameraman extraordinaire Mason Vanderhayden alongside. He's into the hockey spirit. He's on rollerblades right now. Shatford tries to chip it around the defense. She does. Racing in there on Hayhurst. Tries to feed it in front. Harushko swipes at it. That one goes wide and picked up by the Warriors. Ditto. That's in the zone to number 23, Flanagan. Flanagan has Rakowski in the middle. Doesn't connect. And now here comes Cameron. She'll throw it down into the offensive zone. Lions will get a line change. Out comes Kennedy Frank. Shearer finds Rakowski. Can't control. That's pushed forward by the Lions. Right back into the Warriors zone. Rothman back for it. She's going to come near side. Has Flanagan with her, but it's Grothman that's going to carry it in. Puts it in on McDonald, who paddles it to the far corner. Keller tries to chip it out. Grothman keeps it in. Keller deflects it slightly, but it still stays in, and Madison Teague now has to contend with a couple of Warriors. That comes out to Marcotte. Now to Kashmarzik. Broken up by the Lions, but still alive. Teague gets to it, and now finally Kaylee Keller. She tries to get the red line, gets enough to get a change, but the Warriors are right back at it. Wither. Pressured there along her blue line. Teague out of the reach of Antonio. Marcotte has to chase after as it eludes her as well. Off the stick of Harushko. Into Ditto and finally cleared out of the zone. Antonio pushed by a Warriors player and now broken up by Grastidier. She's run into the boards by Teague. Throws a punch. Not happy about that one was Grastidier. And the Lions trying to clear it out but can't, as that is kept in by Henderson. Harushko able to chip it out. She has Antonio ahead of her. She finds her one-on-one, but they're going to call offsides as Antonio just could not connect. This Midland team, as we said, has already played one game today. Sky Thompson and Jenna Gross-Didier picking up the goals. They outshot the Bearcats 36-18. Very similar shots line that the Bearcats had when they faced Liberty last week when they upset them in overtime. And that right there goes to show you it doesn't matter how many shots you have. If you make them count, you can beat anybody on any given day. As Dross steps into that one, keeps it in the zone. 3 Warriors around her, and they are able to pick it up. Shearer now has it to the near side. Maxine Mass chips it out, but Kenzie Cameron collects it in her own zone. She spins, under pressure there, gives the puck up. Out to the point to Shearer. She'll throw it down low, and Carter will have to retreat, but Drost will get there first. Drost gets it up to Shadford. Looking for some help, but she has some room to skate. Reese Shadford into the Warrior zone. Tries to go around Shearer. Rubbed off the puck, but that stays deep in the Warrior zone. Picked up by Shearer, watched by Kennedy Frank. That's reversed. Comes to the near side, and now broken out by Hayhurst. No one there for the Warriors, and now Wither punches it right back in. That'll roll in on Kayla Bailey. She'll just cover that one up and get a face-off with 10:40 to go in the first. Harushko, Keller, and a Splunda out there. So it looks like Arden Harushko is going to be getting double duty at the face-off dot for the Lions. She's going to have it, but it's broken up by Rakowski, and she'll break out with Flanagan. Flanagan gets into the Lions zone. Tries to go wide on Teague. Nice play to sweep it out, but that falls in front. McDonald, a big save there on Cameron Hayhurst as she slipped into the slot all alone, and that puck found her, but Emily McDonald able to squeeze it between the pads and keep this a scoreless game. Face-off win by the Warriors. Directed toward the net, but wide of McDonald. Teague going in after it. Bumps off Rakowski. There is Hayhurst as well. Saskia Fuchs comes away with it. And now Harushko. She'll enter the Warriors zone. Tries to go to the middle. Fuchs is able to pick it up. Goes to the far corner. Running to the boards there by Marcotte. Fuchs has it again. Also, again, pressured by Marcotte. And the Warriors try the near side. They are able to get it out. Drost has to chase after it. Watched by Rakowski. He was near the end of his shift. Drost goes to the far side. Antonio, Fuchs in the middle. Was looking for Drost. Doesn't find her, but she's going to get in there on the forecheck. Runs Henderson into the boards. And now Carter will step in from the point. Can't collect it, and Gross-Didier breaks out. Watch there by Cameron, the freshman. And a nice play by Shadford to come over on the 2-on-1 back check. Shadford breaks out for it. She has an opportunity one-on-one. Can she get around the defender? Can't. Good stick there by the Warriors defense. Able to break that one up as Shadford tried to go in all alone. And that was Devonna Ditto who was able to break that one up. Coming back in is Poole. Darby Poole, that one goes just wide. Cameron has it. Poole, a transfer from Aquinas College. Playing in just her 5th game with Midland. That puck pinned up against the far boards. We'll see if the refs decide to blow the whistle. Still loose. Frank in there. Lions able to pull it out. Just out of the reach of Shadford, but it does clear the zone. Right back in off a Shadford stick, and now Frank has it. Up to Teague. Dances around Groffman, but then loses the puck, and right back in is Mass. Midland player goes down, but Teague is able to come away with it out of the zone. Back in is Tosh. She goes around Carter. Around the net, tries to wrap around. In front, McDonald somehow gets to that one. Not sure if it actually reached her or not. Keller rubs the Warriors player off the puck, clears it out, and it'll come out to Marcotte. Harushko gets a stick on it. Marcotte slides it in, and McDonald will push it to the far side for Drost. Drost can't connect with Antonio or Asplunda. She'll get it back in her own zone and have to reset. No one there. That'll go down for an icing call, and the Lions starting to get a little hemmed in their own zone with 7:28 to go here in the first. Face-off will come on the near side. Harushko and Hayhurst. Won by Harushko. Antonio pushes forward. Marcotte, she goes around her. Antonio tries to slip it underneath the pad of Bailey, but strong play to keep it out. Drost steps into that one, blocked aside by the defense of the Warriors. In, shot just wide by Rakowski. He was trying to pick the corner of the glove side of McDonald and couldn't. Antonio now 1-on-3. She'll just dump it down low and go off for a change. And Paige Henderson will collect for the Warriors. Frank runs her off the puck, but it clears the zone. And Teague send it far side to Cameron. Crosses the red line into Warrior territory. Cameron puts that shot low, wide, stick to side. Frank, and those players get their legs tangled. That's Henderson and Frank. Both get up and seem to be okay. And the Warriors come right back in. Kaylee Kashmarski. That one shot on, stopped by McDonald. 6:34 to go in the first period. Harushko against Sky Thompson. Harushko wins that draw. Teague, far side, back to Harushko. Again, 1-on-3. She's got Teague with her. Teague will race behind the net to try and pick that one off. Grothman angles her off, but kept in by Wither. She'll throw it down low off the defenseman and into the corner. That's Kashmarski. Lions still have it. Harushko. Keller doesn't reach the net, and pinching in is Asplunda. Keller gets it right back. Harushko dumps it down low. Grothman on the far side will just try and get it out, but Drost has it, lost her stick. It was knocked out of her hand. She's still going after it, though, to try and keep it in. Great hustle there by Captain Mackenzie Drost, but here's Kashmarski back in for the Warriors. She's got an opportunity. That one goes just wide. She had Taylor Bell wide open on the right side, could not find her, and now outraces Saskia Fuchs. Fuchs brought down. Warriors come away with the puck. Trying to break out, they do. Here's Grostidier. She has a partner with her. That is Darby Poole, and Poole loses an edge and gets the puck but can't do anything with it. Lions are able to pick it up, but now Poole out to the points. Richards puts that one around the boards, behind the net. There is Grostidier. She is run off by Teague. That's going to be a battle to watch tonight. Madison Teague and Jenna Grostidier. I think that's going to be the matchup to watch for sure as Fuchs comes away with it. She pushes up to Antonio. She's got Frank on the far side. Antonio cuts back to the middle. Still has it. Tries to slide it to Frank, but can't. And Bailey is going to cover that one up. Oh my, if Antonio had any chance of getting anything on that, Frank was wide open with an open net. Good hustle there on both sides. Draw one by the Warriors behind the net. And far side. It's chipped out into the paraphernalia of Tosh. She goes wide. Wither watches her. Stick check there. Gets a loose puck. And now near side to Shadford. Up to Cameron off her skate. She's going to go in. She's got Harushko charging in, but broken up by the Warriors. And they get around and push it out there. McGuire has it go by her. Harushko able to get in on that one on the forecheck. Tries to slide it in front, can't. And the Warriors once again come away with it. Try that cross-ice pass again. They're successful. And this is Mass. She'll dump it down low. Something maybe the Lions should watch and adjust to at the intermission. Those cross-ice passes, they're able to pick one of those off. All of a sudden it's going the other way very quickly. Teague, far side, sweeps it in front. Broken up by the Warriors. Keller gets to it, sends it back to Frank. That shot deflected and goes over the net and picked up by Midland. Grothman, slide it down low. Carter chasing after it. Flanagan watching her. Keller on the far side has it. Will just clear it down, but doesn't reach her own blue line, and that'll go down for an icing call. Well, Keller, Frank, and Esplunda will have to stay out there along with Carter and Wither. 3:28 to go in the first. Face off one by the Warriors. Poole drops it down low to Martin. Frank steps behind the net, but Poole picks it up. In front, ooh, that's just off the blade of Martin. Doesn't get anything on net. Back in on a delayed offside. Wither to Carter. Up the middle. Antonio tries to collect. She can't. Frank will pick it up, circle around Antonio, and get into the Warrior zone. She tries to drop it off to Antonio. Blocked aside by Marcotte. Kept in by the Lions. Antonio battling hard along the boards with Poole and Marcotte. Pinching is Fuchs, but she sees it goes begging from her stick, and now outbreak the Warriors with Richards. Teague pushes her into the boards. Harusko helps to break that one up. Teague near side finds Fuchs. Fuchs is able to usher the puck out of the zone, but McGuire picks things up for the Warriors. That one dumped in by Richards. Wide of McDonald, and Teague will come near side again. Fuchs, that one up off the boards. Mass pinches in and gets that one, and now Harusko has to reset with Fuchs. Out to Henderson at the point. Far side, and we're going to get a whistle as the net has come off its moorings with 2:14 to go here in the first period. Devonna Ditto had the puck, was looking to fire a shot, but that net came off its moorings, and the faceoff will come in the Lions zone. Allie Rakowski leads the way for this Warriors team with 20 goals, but they have 4 players in double digits as far as goals are concerned. Callie McGuire was 16, Kayla Flanagan 13, as well as Jenna Gross-Didier, who picked up her 13th earlier this afternoon against McKendree, and that puck will squirt free and go down into the Warriors zone for Grothman to pick it up. She finds Flanagan, who dumps it down low, but Teague picks it off. Shatford has it go off her stick, still in the Lions zone, chipped out there by Shatford. Harusko can't get there, and now here comes number 91, Cameron Hayhurst. That one loose in front, broken up by Harusko. Shatford now to Teague. Teague tries to swing it around. Harusko finally picks it up, and now chips it up to Shatford. She has Cameron with her. Shatford into the Warriors zone, but Cameron just a hair inside the line, and another offside call going against the Lions. 1:28 to go in the first. A quick moving first period, not very many stoppages. Lions control the draw. That one was trying to go for Carter, but Shatford intercepted it from her own teammate. Now here is Frank pushing a couple of Warriors players into the boards. Up to Gross-Didier. She enters the Lions zone with just about a minute to go in the first. That one low shot stopped by McDonald. Frank able to chip it up, but picked off by Riley Martin. This one near side now for Jessica Wither. That one eludes Shatford, but she gets it off the errant pass from the Warriors. Shatford has it, cutting to the front. Ooh, Frank, good stick there and a good skate there by Maggie Marcotte to break that one up. Otherwise, Frank again may have been in open. Marcotte again tries to clear it out, kept in there by Drost as we're at 30 seconds left to go in the first. Keller giving the business to a Warrior player along the boards, as is Dross. Dross will slide back to her defensive position, kept in there by Dross. She slides it over to Esplunda, back to Dross. Dross in front, can't get it, slips underneath the goaltender Bailey, but a whistle blows with 17.1 seconds. I tell you what, though, that was some good hard work there by Mackenzie Drost to get in there. She keeps that stick on her, or that puck on her stick. That might have been a goal. Face-off one by the Lions. Teagues whips it around behind the net. Picked up by the Warriors. Harushko and Esplunda there for it. 8 seconds left to go. Still along the corner there. Harushko and Esplunda picked up there by number 8, Kaylee Kashmarski, and that'll do it for the first period. A very interesting first period. Not a whole lot of action as far as shots towards the net, but a back-and-forth affair. 0-0 after one here between the Lions and the Midland Warriors. We're going to step aside for the intermission. We'll come back with the second period. We're watching women's ACHA hockey on the Lindenwood Women's ACHA YouTube page. Getting ready for the start of the second period here at Centene Community Ice Center. Midland Warriors and Lindenwood Lions. No score after one. A good showcasing by both goaltenders, Emily McDonald and Kayla Bailey, for the Warriors. Now, normally you would just have the one game ready to go because, you know, it's hockey. You usually play one game in a day. Well, this Midland team has actually played one already today. This is their second game, and that's kind of big because their starting goaltender, Hannah Stone, used to play for Lindenwood over when they were at Belleville. Well, Coach Miller and some of these players actually know Hannah Stone, had played with her before, so a little disappointing that they aren't able to go against one of their former teammates in Stone. But she did start the game earlier today against McKendree. Pitched the shutout, stopping all 18 Bearcat shots. So for those of you that listen to the Lindenwood games and kind of want to know about some of the former players that may still be playing, Hannah Stone had a very nice game earlier today, but now she gets to watch some of her former teammates and former coach maybe pick up a big win, their first of 2023. We're getting ready to start the second period. Michael Wagenknecht here with you from Centene Community Ice Center. A good back and forth first period, a very quick first period. It's very few stoppages in that first, and it allowed both teams to kind of get into a little bit of a flow and a rhythm, something we haven't seen the Lions kind of been able to do the last couple of games. It's been a little herky-jerky, but once they kind of get into a flow and a rhythm, you start to see them push in offensively, and a couple opportunities for Mackenzie Drost and Loki Antonio, along with Arden Harushko, gave the Lions a little bit of life in that first. And we'll see if we can get something going here in the second. They have the puck behind the net, but that is picked off by the Warriors, pushed forward by Cameron Hayhurst. And Jessica Wither will have to track that one down. Wither comes along to the near side for Harushko. She'll set it up for Teague off of Risa Shadford's stick. She tries to race in there and beat number 6, Keegan Shearer, but Shearer is able to pull away from that one. And she will get things set up for the Warriors. She'll dump it down and go off on a change. McDonald will set things up for the Lions. Wither under pressure there. 2 Warriors collapse around her, and now it'll come to the near side to Teague. She'll just sweep it around, but there is Marcotte. Puts that shot on McDonald. Strong on the pads. Kicks it to the corner. And now Teague has it skip over her stick. And Riley Martin now has it. Wither battling with her along the boards. In there is also Darby Poole and Harushko. Poole able to pull that one from the scrum. Out to the point. Sydney Richards puts a shot on. McDonald sees that one go wide, and Kenzie Cameron now collects. But put under pressure there again by Martin. That puck will go into the corner and kick out to McDonald. She'll put the blocker glove down on it, and we'll get a face-off as the Warriors started to put some pressure on. Didn't really get anything towards the net, but you can feel something brewing there for the Warriors. Face-off won by Frank. Mass will go back and pick it up for the Warriors, though, and gain possession. That swung around to the far side to Bryn Carter. She had Antonio racing down, couldn't collect that puck enough to feed a pass to her, and now it's picked off by the Warriors. Cameron steps up into that one. She gets into the zone. Shot blocked aside there by Paige Henderson, and Antonio will go into the corner to try and pick that one off. Cameron has it, but the Warriors go around her. Drost steps up, finds Antonio. That one flops off her stick, but she gets it right back. Sticked away there by Paige Henderson. She tries to get into the zone, but just watches it go deep into the Lions zone so she can get a change. And now Cameron. That one off her stick and out of play. Drost steps into number 28, Sky Thompson, and forces that puck back. Antonio also lays a hit on Kaylee Kaczmarski. Warriors get it in the Lions zone. That one pushed around by Taylor Bell. And now Kaczmarski. 2 Lions along with Bell there. Rothman steps into that one. Blocker down by McDonald. Picked up by Cameron. She's at the end of a long shift. She'll clear it out, but only to center. Shearer circles in her own zone. That one up to Kaczmarski. She'll dump it down low. Right back out by the Lions. Shearer puts it right back in. That one deeper now so that her and Grothman can get off on a change. Wither reverses. Picked off there by number 23, Kaylee Flanagan. Antonio out with it to Cameron. She'll dump it down. Go off on a change. As Hayhurst picks it up behind her own net. That one behind number 4, Allie Rakowski. Looks like we're going to get a call. This one going against the Lions. Risa Shatford going to be going to the box for 2. Roughing. First power play of the game awarded to the Warriors. Looking to break the ice here. No score after 1. This Warriors team only has 2 goals per game the last 2 games in their 2-game winning streak, so haven't been prolific scoring opportunities, but they have capitalized on their advantages. This one pushed in there, Flanagan, that one punched aside by McDonald. Loose puck, that'll go in off the stick of Kaylee McGuire, and McGuire picks up the power play goal at 16-13 in the second. McDonald made the initial save, but that rebound kicked out to the left side, and McGuire was able to put it in to the open net. Now the penalty comes back to cost the Lions, and they now trail 1-0. Warriors win the draw. Ditto. Warriors able to chip it into the Lions zone. In the middle, good job of recovering there was Jessica Wither, who took a spill in her defensive zone but was able to get up. Long shot goes just wide. Teague will collect the errant shot. She's in there on the forecheck. The defenseman in there putting pressure on. Teague loses her stick, tries to kick it forward. Warriors come out with it. And Grostidier and Shearer pick up the assist on that power play goal. Lions have it in the Midland zone. That puck literally sitting on the dasher board. And it's finally blown dead with 15-16 to go in the second period. Lions need to get some offensive zone time here. Put some pressure on Kayla Bailey. This is a goalie that, just like Hannah Stone, is very stingy when it comes to allowing goals. A 1.55 goals against coming into today's game. A .926 save percentage with 2 shutouts. And that's your backup goaltender. Stone came into today with a 1.28 goals against and a .941 save percentage. She did pick up her 4th shutout today, so you got 2 goaltenders that don't allow very much in the way of goals, and you don't want to fall behind by much if you're the Lions. Frank has that one pulled away in the far corner and punched out by the Warriors. Right back in off the stick of Tosh. Picked up by the Lions. Cameron sees that one go far, and Shearer now has it. Carter for the Lions comes to the near side. Kennedy Frank had that one clip off the boards. Not the way she was hoping for, but it finally goes out of the Lions zone. Help there by the ref as it hits him, and now an opportunity for Frank and Cameron. 2-on-1 developing. Frank puts that one. Bailey can't see it. Collects it in her glove and is able to get a face-off. But as we saw in the first period, Kayla Bailey seems to be fighting the puck every time the Lions put a shot on it. She's been able to make the saves, but the rebound control has been a little bit rough early on. The Lions need to do a little bit more of putting the puck towards the net and try and crash the crease and get something dirty in front of the goal while they can. Otherwise, Bailey might be able to settle in and put up the numbers you see on the score sheet. Shatford in there along with the Splunda. But that's going to be the Warriors coming out with it. That's Sydney Richards, and she's going to race to the far side around Kaylee Keller. Dumps that one down low, and Madison Teague will have to find it. She gets it to a Splunda. Tries to find Keller in the middle. It'll actually pinball back to a Splunda. She'll drop it off to Teague. Teague to Wither. That one deep into the Warriors zone as Splunda giving chase on Marcotte. Meets her there in the corner, and that puck is stuck between a couple of players' skates. Harushko trying to dig it out, but it's going to come to the far side for Hayhurst. Harushko has it. Hayhurst gets around her. This one comes to the near side. Drost will be able to get there first and chip that around Rakowski. Harushko gets it in, but right back out are the Warriors with Flanagan. Loki Antonio now. She's at center. Goes wide. Antonio by herself. She has Harushko on the far side. Tries to feed it to her. Harushko can't get the stick on it. Great pass there by Antonio, but a little bit inside with that right-handed shot. That's a tough one to get. McDonald will glove this one down. But another good opportunity for the Lions. As Antonio makes something happen, Harushko just cannot finish. But you're starting to see some pieces starting to come together for the Lions. Some gaps in that defensive pressure by the Warriors. All of a sudden, you get one goal. It might come in a wave. Frank goes off as the last skater for the Lions. Draw into the corner. 2-2. Chipped up high. That'll come out of the zone off a Ditto. Right back in. Chipped out by Fuchs. Teague will pull it out from in front of McDonald. She fans on the passing attempt. That's at the side of the net. McDonald's going to have to be strong. She's finally going to be able to cover that one up for a face-off. Not what Madison Teague wanted to do right there. Usually very sure-handed and steady passer. Fans on that one. Almost gives the Warriors a chance at a second goal. Teague comes to the far side. She has Shatford in front of her under pressure there. She gives the puck up. As you see Riley Martin go over the top of her, and now Garstidier. That one off the back of the net. Wither has it. Under pressure from Garstidier. Shatford now has it. Tosh pressuring her. Harushko can't get it as that one does clear the zone, so it'll be a delayed offsides. Warriors reset. Wither up to Fuchs. Fuchs gets the red line but loses the puck, and now Shearer has it with Groffman to her right. Up to Bell. Pushed in by the Lions. Shatford tries to put a shot on. That's pushed down by Shearer. Now an opportunity for McGuire, the goal scorer. She gets it in deep. McDonald will tee it up for Drost. 11:20 to go in the second. Midland up 1-0. That one tried to be fed in front to McGuire, broken up by the Lions, and now here's Kennedy Frank. Frank with some speed to the outside. She has Antonio driving hard to the middle. Frank feeds it in front. That's off the skate of Antonio, in front by Cameron, and Antonio's dumped behind the net as Bailey is able to cover that one up for a face-off. .11:02 in the second period, a 1-0 Midland lead. Lions starting to get some opportunities offensively. Haven't been able to put anything home just yet as the Warriors control the puck. Drost keeps it in along the near boards. Her and Frank will battle three Warriors players for that puck as Antonio able to dig it free. Cameron at the point. That one off of Antonio's skate. And now Drost has it on the near side. Down low, tipped in front by Frank, looking for a backdoor tip. Antonio has it, slides it down low to Frank. Two Warriors converge on her. Frank comes away with it. Trying to find the point. Antonio gets her stick on it, but that's pushed forward by the Warriors. Kept in nicely there by Carter. Cameron tries to get in there on the Warriors' defense. That's number 12, Sydney Richards, and it'll finally come to the near side. Chipped out by Bell, kept in by Shatford. That one off a Teague and up and out of play. So lots of pressure by the Lions, but no shot on. And that faceoff looks like it'll come inside the Midland zone. Correction, it is coming outside the zone because it was shot off of a Lions player by a Lions player. What I thought. Keller on the draw, able to win that one back. Wither has it for Teague. Teague tried to find Schaffner. That one is picked off by Henderson. She dumps it wide of McDonald, and racing back is Wither. Rakowski on her. Rakowski comes away with it in front. Oh, Hayhurst had an opportunity, but now here's Madison Teague. Under pressure by Hayhurst. Hayhurst hard into the boards. She's going to be checked out. It was a hard crash into the boards with Teague, as both players kind of got tangled up on that one. You hope that's just the wind being knocked out of you. Nice round of applause for Hayhurst. 7 goals, 11 assists on the year. Does have 1 game-winning goal as well. And we'll have a face-off coming down just outside the Midland zone. Keller wins the draw, but Midland's able to pick it up, push it forward as Gross-Didier. She turns around and gives Shadford a cross-check. She wasn't happy with the way she handled that. Keller finds that one gloved down by Bailey for another face-off. Really already seeing more shots put on the Lions in this game than we saw really in any of the 3 games last week against Miami of Ohio and against Liberty. Definitely part of Coach Miller's plan for tonight's game is just to start getting pucks to the net and see what happens. Poole chips it around, has Martin in front, but Carter breaks that one up. Poole has it again, tries to circle the net, still has it, looking for some help. Finds it at the top with Groffman. That one just wide, looking for the tip from Gross-Didier. Can't get there, and Martin now has it for the Warriors. Shot there by Gross-Didier, deflected to the far corner. Now Poole has it behind the Lions net. Her and Gross-Didier run into each other. Drost putting the pressure on there, and Carter tries to pull it away, can't. Finally will pick it up on the far side, tries to chip it out, and does. Marcotte gains the red line and dumps it in. Drost will collect in the near corner. Up to Esplunda, pushes that one out. Shatford chops away at it, breaks up the opportunity there by Mass, and that'll clear the zone. Right back in are the Warriors. Sky Thompson tries to feed it in front. Antonio intercepts. She tries to chip it around. Does. She has an opportunity one-on-one. Tries to go around the defender. Can't. Gets thrown into the boards. Richards, good defensive play there to just body Antonio off the puck. Fan on the shot was Teague, and now an opportunity for Mass. Teague back checking there, able to get back, run her off the boards, and off the puck. Nice play there defensively by Teague. Puck squirts free, opportunity for Henderson. She'll dump it into the far corner, picked up there by McGuire. She's got the lone goal in today's game. Perusko not out. Henderson keeps it in, feeds it down low. Eludes McGuire. Wither will try to push it forward. Gets it around Ditto and out of play. Backtracking is Henderson. 7:30 to go in the second. That one off the stick of Ditto, but right to Rakowski. She'll dump it down for McDonald to set it up. Teague now has it. Goes around Rakowski, but can't connect with Fuchs, and that'll go back behind the Lions net again. Teague has that knocked off her stick in front. Thankfully, no Warriors player was there for the Lions, and now Fuchs finds Wither. Far side to Shadford. Fans on the clearing attempt, but now has some room to work with. That one broken up, but Shadford gets it right back. Opportunity now for the Lions. Fuchs has it roll off her stick, but Frank steps up, can't collect it. Now an opportunity 3-on-1. Rakowski Can't handle that one, and Teague will rim it around to Antonio. Antonio running hard to the boards by Kaczmarski. Now helping out is her defensive partner, Loki Antonio. Chips it around Kaczmarski. Run into hard by Marcotte. Got a shoulder up high, and Antonio is down. Slow to get up, but is able to skate off under her own power. Probably just a bit of a stinger there. Marcotte, the taller player there, as she sits 5'5". Whereas Antonio is just 5'1", so 4-inch difference. Hopefully Antonio able to just get a quick check by the trainer and get back out there. Her speed has been a game changer for the Lions. They're going to need it the rest of this game. Carter keeps that one in. Esplunda can't get to it. Keller giving chase. Dross steps up but cannot get to it. Sky Thompson chips it down, but Carter is able to collect for the Lions. She sends it around. Shatford gives that one away. Runs into Thompson. Thompson goes down. No call. In the skates of Keller. Bryn Carter tries to race out, but the Warriors pick it up again. Marcotte chips it off the boards and off the glass. Drost strong along the near boards, able to keep that one out of the zone, but here is Darby Poole. Esplunda, nice hard play there to push that one deep into the zone, and that'll be Sydney Richards back to pick it up for the Warriors. Grosdidier racing out. She tries to go around Teague, can't. Grosdidier does get it in the corner though. Puts it behind the net for Wither, and Wither will come away with it. Esplunda gives that one away. That one to Poole, and now Harusko will have to back check and pick it up herself. Far side, Cameron finally gets that one out, but right to a Warriors defender. Grosdidier chips it in. Harusko gives her a bump. Grosdidier goes down. Now Teague, watched by Tosh. 3 Warriors along those near boards. They're able to pick it off. Opportunity there. McDonald, big save there off the shot, and we're going to get another potential call here, and that's going to go against Teague, and she might get more than just the 2. And she will. She's going to get 4 minutes of penalty times. Teague not happy with the call and went over the head ref and let him know about it, and she's going to be in the box for 4 minutes. Not what the Lions needed, as they've already given up a power play goal, and one of your best defenders is sitting in the box. Coach Miller not happy about the call as well. We'll see both Teague and Kim Turcotte in the box. Turcotte hasn't played in the game, but she is dressed. As Teague tries to get the crowd into it now. 5-on-4 for going to be 2 minutes, it looks like. So instead of being a 5, so they ended up giving her 10, I believe. So 2 minutes for Teague, who's in the box. She also gets a 10-minute misconduct. And Bailey will set things up for Shearer. Broken up by the Lions. Frank will try to get in shorthanded on Grosdidier. She's able to break that one up, and now an opportunity to break out for Flanagan. She gives it off to McGuire. McGuire in. Already has a power play goal. Tries to go to the backhand. Brought down. No call. Lions can't clear it out. Shearer keeps it in. Feeds it to the far corner. Flanagan not there. Grosdidier picks it up behind the net. She has a helper on that power play goal. That one drifts in. McDonald able to fight that one off. Still alive, though, in the Lions zone. So Turcotte will serve the 10-minute misconduct for unsportsmanlike conduct, and Teague will be able to come out of the box after the penalty expires. Drost blocks that one. That one stung, though. Opportunity for Flanagan goes wide. Grostidier has it now to Flanagan. Up to the point for Shearer. Far side McGuire. That one goes wide. That'll clear the zone as it rims all the way around the boards, and backtracking for that will be Shearer. Trying to push things forward is Poole. Darby Poole gets into the zone, drops that one off to Hayhurst. Down low, Antonio has it. Out to the point. Ditto gets it back. Fires that one wide, looking for the tip, doesn't get it. Hayhurst still has it. Far side. Now to Ditto at the top of the point. Tipped on, McDonald able to make the save. Still alive, wide open, shot no good off the crossbar. Wide open net there for Darby Poole, and she can't put it home. And now Ditto right back in with the penalty expiring. Turcotte will come out, and Risa Shatford will come on. So the Lions able to kill the penalty, but Teague will be in the box for the remainder of her misconduct. 2:30 to go here in the second. Harushko circles in her own zone. Tries to find Carter. That's tipped out by the Warriors. Carter able to get that one out, and the Warriors have it again. Here's number 12, Sydney Richards. Harushko gets a stick on that, but it gets into the Lions zone, and Kenzie Cameron will have to track it down. Into the skates of Esplunda. Now out. Harushko and Esplunda. Esplunda has it wide. She's run hard into the boards there by Marcotte, and that's going to draw a penalty. So nice play there by Annika Esplunda to just go hard into the zone, drawing the penalty against Maggie Marcotte. And the Lions now get an opportunity with 1:56 to go in the second to try and get this one back to even. Cameron, Harushko, Drost, Antonio, and Shatford out there. One defenseman on this power play for the Lions, looking to get something going. One by the Lions. Drost has it. Over to Shatford. High pressure there by the Warriors. Harushko took a swing at it, couldn't get it. Now Frank has it. Harushko along the near boards to Drost. Shatford tries to feed it in front. That one off the post. Opportunity for Harushko. That one is picked up by Bailey. As we get a scrum in the front of the net. Now we got some punches thrown. Trying to see who's in there on that one. Might be Antonio. Might be Grothman in there as well. As that puck was loose. Drost may have been in there for that as well. That puck off the post originally, still loose. A scrum in front. Both teams going hard to the net to either put it in or to keep it out. It stays out. It looks like we'll have a face-off in the Warriors zone. No other penalties will result from that kerfluffle. You like to see the fire from this Lions team. They know that they have an opportunity here against this Midland team to make something happen. Frank on the draw against Martin. Martin wins it back. Out to the point, Drost. Down to Antonio, far side to Shatford. That one in the middle, Harushko. Opportunity, that one blocked down there by Ditto, and Harushko's going to pick up a minor as she gets a cross-checking call going against her. So a power play just 33 seconds in will be negated. And we'll play four aside for the final 1:23 of this period. Faceoff will come down in the Lions zone. Frank, Antonio, Drost, and Cameron will be out there. You'll have Martin, Grothman, Grostidier, and Shearer out there for the Warriors. Tie up on the draw, pulled away by Grostidier. She'll spin, tries to get to the front, feeds it out to Grothman. Far side to Shearer. Tries to feed it into the middle, but Frank is able to block it. Grostidier tries to pick it off. She does. She circles the net, tries to stuff it in on McDonald. McDonald will get a glove on it, but Grostidier pulls it away. She still has it. Feeds it down low. Drost will collect behind her net as she's pressured there by Martin. Grostidio with the wraparound. McDonald able to get over there. Strong seals the ice and prevents that one from slipping in with 53.8 to go. I'll say this, Jenna Grostidier is a firecracker out there. She goes hard into the dirty areas, behind the net, in front of the net, has the skill. You can see why she's one of their top players. Picked up her 13th goal of the year this afternoon against McKendree. McDonald able to glove that one down. She's on a 2-goal goal-scoring streak here on this St. Louis trip. Draw one by the lines, but thrown down for an icing. We'll come back. Same spot, 45.2 seconds to go. 49 seconds left in the Warriors penalty to Marcotte. Minute 23 left to Harushko on her minor. The Warriors will have a brief power play at the start of the third. That one blockered aside by McDonald. Saw that one all the way off the shot from Flanagan. And now Wither has it behind her net. She pulls forward to the near side. Slides it over to the far side to Risa Shadford. She gets into the zone. Goes wide. Feeds it in front. That was off of the pad of Bailey and fed in front, but no one there for the Lions to put it home. Frank over to Carter. In the middle, Shadford avoids Frank, and now Shadford into the zone again. Slides it in on Bailey, paddles it to the corner. Shadford picks it back up. Tries to feed it in front, goes behind the net. Now the Warriors try to break out. Nice keep in there by Cameron. Shadford. Nothing doing there. Puts it behind the net. 2 seconds left to go. Warriors aren't going to do much with it. And another quick period ends. This one a little bit differently, though. A 1-0 Warriors lead. The goal by Callie McGuire, assisted by Jenna Grostidier and Keegan Shearer on the power play at 16:13 of the second. We'll see if the Lions can come back in the third. We'll step aside and be back for more hockey. After this, you're watching ACHA Hockey on the Lindenwood Women's ACHA YouTube page. Back at Centene Community Ice Center, getting ready for the third period, a big third period here for the Lindenwood Lions. They trail 1-0. Still looking to pick up that first win in 2023. They're going to have to come back again, though, as Callie McGuire put a power play goal in at 16-13 of the second period to give the Warriors a lead. Jenna Grostidier and Keegan Shearer assisted on that one. Both teams had some opportunities in that second period as well to score more goals. The Lions went down and put one off the post. Rebound could not get punched in. And then on the other side, the Warriors, actually, as we looked at the replay, may have actually had a goal disallowed that went in. We think it did. Refs on the ice said no. So the Lions may have gotten a little bit lucky in that aspect as they only trail 1-0 here as we start the third period. But they're going to have to get something clicking early. We saw some offensive opportunities as they were able to get the puck cycling, got some shots in, had a power play opportunity as well. So there is a chance for them to get back into this game, and it's good to see Loki Antonio out there on the ice as well. We'll see if she actually hits the ice, as she was roughed up a little bit near the end of that second period. As Madison Teague and Arden Harushko both sit in the penalty box to start this second period. Maggie Marcotte has 4 seconds left on her minor as well. Warriors will have about 33 seconds of power play time to start this second period once those 4 seconds tick off. So big, small kill for the Lions. Hopefully can use some of that momentum to push forward. Draw one by Lindenwood, picked up by Carter. She'll slide it down into the Warrior zone. Flanagan has it. That's off the stick of Carter. And now an opportunity for Rakowski. That's in the zone. Flanagan tips it down low. Carter will pick it up, throw it to the near side. Frank chases after it, kept in there by Shearer. Frank again gets that one clear. That'll kill a majority of the rest of this penalty. 10 seconds to go on that. Shearer finds it in the center of her zone. Off across Didier. Cameron gets it, puts it down low. Shatford will give chase. That's off of Marcotte. Both players now out of the box, so back to 5 aside. That is caught up in the equipment of McGuire. Pulled out by the Lions. Harushko behind the net. Tries to feed it in front. Can't get there. Shearer has it. Puts it up to McGuire. That runs along the dasher boards. Antonio out there trying to pull it away from the defense, but Shearer will now come away with it. Grostidier chips that one down into the Lions zone. That's going to go down. No icing, as they say. A Lions player possibly could have played it. Wither will push it to the near side for Saskia Fuchs. Fuchs under pressure there. Grostidier comes away with it. Cameron on her. McDonald finds that in the breadbasket and will melt that down for a face-off. Well, that goal by Callie McGuire now gives her 17 on the season, puts her up to 26 points. It's her 7th power play goal, team leading 7 power play goals. Well, if the Lions want to stay in this and possibly come back and win, they can ill afford to take another penalty, as this one is down low from Mash, feeds it in front. McDonald will poke that one away as Poole was in there. Harushko tries to pick it up, and now Carter has it behind her net. She'll push it forward. Antonio has that elude her for the moment, runs into Richards. Richards pounds it back down in the Lions zone, and now Drost and Harushko have it. Harushko up to Shatford. Direction Fuchs has it. That is Richards. Now Carter up from her defensive zone. Deflected into the corner off the stick of Henderson. And Richards has it in the corner. And there, along with the captain, number 91, Cameron Hayhurst. Keller will pick it up, but Hayhurst steals it from her. She's under pressure by Keller, and Hayhurst will roll it down. That's going to go down for an icing. So the pressure there from Kaylee Keller forces Hayhurst to get rid of that puck sooner than she wanted to, and a face-off coming down in the Lions zone. They'll be able to get a partial line change as well. Lions have yet to get a player to score double figures in goals. Shatford sitting at 8. Teague with 7. And that one is at center, picked up by Cameron. Now the Warriors have it with Richards. Picked off by Wither. She sweeps it for her, but Henderson now has it. Henderson gets the red line, dumps it in. McDonald will go behind her net to set it up for Wither. Wither stops, resets, comes to the near side. Shadford off her stick, chips it out, and to Frank. Shadford now into the Warrior zone. Under pressure there by Poole. She's able to get a stick on it. And now the Warriors try to race out, but Cameron holds the line, keeps the puck in. Three Lions, 3 Warriors. Now a 4th Lion comes in, and Grostidier pulls it out. An opportunity 2-on-1. Drost watching her. Grostidier blocker down by McDonald. Nice stop there on a very deceptive shot from Grostidier. She goes down, and Esplunda is able to pick this one up. She runs it into the boards on the far corner with Grostidier in there and Drost as well. Harushko lurking on the outside. Drost able to pull it out. She'll slide it to the near side. Cameron will have to come towards it. Chips it past the defense and out of the zone for Marcotte. Step up there by Drost. Still in the Lions zone. Cameron. Thompson on her. Fuchs chips it up. Right to a Warrior, though, and McDonald cannot stop it. Behind the net is Drost. She pushes forward out of her zone. Good stick there by Markowski to keep that one in, and now Marcotte has it. Antonio. Good stick work to get around Kashmarski. And now Fuchs dumps it into the Warrior zone. Harushko giving chase. Marcotte has it. Marcotte stops, looks to reverse. That she does, and that'll come to the far side for Taylor Bell. Cameron steps into that one. Bell tries to punch it out. Cameron still has it, still there. Antonio will pull it out of the zone, though, and reset for Frank. She gets around Kashmarski, pushed forward by Carter into the corner. In front, that's off the heel of Kennedy Frank's stick. Otherwise, she had an opportunity to put a shot on net. And dumped down there by Kashmarski. McDonald to set things up. Oh, loose there. Able to get back as McDonald, as pushing in was Callie McGuire. Could not slide that one home. She was looking for her 2nd of the evening. And now Keller for the Lions. Cannot clear it. That eludes the stick of McGuire. Carter goes after it herself. Behind the net. McGuire picks it up, tries to sweep it in front, but Kennedy Frank is right there. Tosh puts it behind the net for Carter, and now reaches Shadford. She's got some room to skate. Slides it up to Frank, into the Warrior zone, 1-on-4, and now Mass for the Warriors has it. Gets it around Esplunda, but Drost steps up. Into the Warrior zone, Mass picks off the puck, and now it's out of the zone once more at center. Wither can't get it on the right side of Esplunda, but a second chance gets it into the Warriors zone. Tosh has it. That goes right over the stick of Harushko. Tried to keep it in, and now a shot on there by Rakowski. McDonald, easy save there, and Madison Teague exits the box after her 10-minute unsportsmanlike. But the Lions weathered the storm of Teague being out, and now a player with a lot of fire in her game gets back out on the ice, and let's see if she can push something forward for the Lions. That one unfairly dropped, so we'll get another face-off between Hayhurst and Harushko. One by Hayhurst, back to Shearer. That one blocked by Antonio. Put in again by Groffman, broken up by the Lions. Antonio gets around Groffman, an opportunity for Loki Antonio. She spins, tries to get it to the front to Harushko, blocked aside by the Warriors. Good back checking by the forwards, and now here comes Flanagan. Flanagan watched there by Fuchs, tries to go to the middle of the ice, can't get it, but gets her own deflection. Flanagan again into the skates of Teague. She has it, and she goes to push forward. She has Antonio with her, broken up by Rakowski, and right back in. She has Hayhurst. Rakowski to the backhand. That one sneaks past McDonald. And Ali Rakowski picks up the second goal for the Warriors at 13-18. Giveaway by the Lions in the neutral zone. And Rakowski makes them pay 2-0 Warriors. So more work to do for the Lions to get back into this one. And that goal unassisted by Rakowski as she took the turnover and did it all herself. Got McDonald to slide across the crease and then tucked it back along her right-hand side. And now a 2-0 deficit with 12:52 to go in the third. Wither picks it up for the Lions. Shatford can't handle it. That's right there for Mass. Still alive in her feet. She doesn't know it at the time, but Shatford tries to get away with it, and she does. Punched back in by Groffman, and Carter will have to pick it up behind her own net. Carter pushes things forward, but a little too far, and the Warriors able to break this one up. Into the zone, Sky Thompson. That one blockered away by McDonald again. Picked up by Kaczmarski. She goes hard to the front, can't get there, broken up by the Lions, and here's Taylor Bell out to the point. Groffman, that one deflected wide. McDonald tries to push it out of her crease and finally gets out by Cameron. That one into the glove of Shearer. And she'll put it back in for Bell and Rakowski. Rakowski, latest goal scorer, goes into the corner with Drost. Pulled out by Bell, but here is Harushko. Arden Harushko tries to push forward with her speed. She does. Gets into the zone. Splunda able to keep the line, but she falls down. This allows the Warriors to break right back out. Riley Martin cuts to the middle, but Splunda a good back check. Teague, far side. Cameron, now Splunda on the near side. Nibbles off her stick. And Marcotte. Near side. Pulls off to slide back defensively. She pulls it out and gets center into the blue line. Dumps it in on McDonald. Doesn't know where it's at. That's loose. Slides it near the net. No goal there, and that'll pop free. Kept in there by Richards. Keller now has it off the skate of Poole. Poole goes in after it. Now Drost for the Lions. Splunda gets a stick on it. Still in the Lions zone. Able to chip it out. And now here is Hayhurst. Henderson. Harushko gets a stick on it. She's going to try to go after it. Can't get to it. Henderson dumps it down low. Wither. Far corner. Watched by Flanagan. She steals the puck. But Fuchs takes it right from her. Fuchs and Harushko along with Rakowski and Hayhurst. Hayhurst comes away with it. Far side to Flanagan. Makes a cut. Nice play there. That one sneaks through McDonald and put in again by Rakowski. 10-24. 2 straight for Allie Rakowski. Rakowski from Flanagan and Hayhurst. And just like that, a 3-0 deficit. Nothing the Lions has done in this third period has gone their way. And an even bigger hill to climb now. A face off into the Midland zone. That's picked up by Sabrina Durham. Mass comes away with it. Carter to Kennedy. Frank into the Warrior zone. Her and Antonio try to pick it off. They can't. Chipped up but not out. Still alive in the Warrior zone. Frank into the boards with a couple of Warriors. She's got a stick on it. McGuire is in there. Well as Shearer. That puck comes out to Drost. That one deflected down. Doesn't reach Bailey, but the Lions still maintain possession. Frank has Carter at the point. She tries to slide it to her, but probably a little too late. Able to get a skate on it was Maxine Mass, and now Antonio in the middle. She has it. Tries to drop it off. Broken up by the Warriors again. McGuire. far side, no one there, but Carter is able to pick it up. Looks to push forward. She has Harushko. Low shot goes wide by Harushko. Keller tries to pick it up, but now it'll fall to Teague. Long shot from her, and that's in! Madison Teague gets the Lions on the board. A seeing eye shot. And it's 3-1. We talked about it. Bailey had been fighting the puck all night. And that one, just a routine puck toward the net, somehow finds its way, and the Lions have life. Face-off won by the Warriors. Marcotte dumps it down into the Lions zone. Teague will pick it up. Slaps it around the far side. Keller. That eludes the stick of Marcotte. She'll have to race back. No icing. Harushko picks up the assist on the Teague goal. The Lions trying to get back on the front foot here. Chipped out to Thompson. Looks for Kashmarski. She gets to the middle. Teague steps up. Breaks that one up. Still alive in the Lions zone, though, as Kashmarski gets it down to Thompson. That one into McDonald's blocker side. She's able to grab that one in a face-off upcoming. 8:23 left in the third. Frank will be on the draw against Hayhurst. She wins it. Warriors come away with it, though. Rakowski gets the Hattie just like that. A face-off win, you lose the puck, and Rakowski nets her third. When you're a team as good as the Midland Warriors, you don't let one fluke goal let you take the foot off the pedal, and Allie Rakowski just got in there and did the dirty work, chipped it past McDonald, and gives her team a 4-1 lead. Drost picks it up behind her net, slides it to Carter. Henderson puts it behind the Lions' net, and now picked up by her defensive teammate in the back of the zone. Carter up to Fuchs. Hayhurst picks up her second assist in as many goals for the Warriors. And now coming away with it is Poole. Into Grostidier. That shot goes wide. Grostidio tries to get in there as well. Now Poole picks it up in the corner. Has Martin in front. Delays. Now finds out Grothman. Shearer. That shot goes wide. Picked up by Grostidier. She tries another wraparound, but McDonald up to the task, and she's finally going to be able to cover that one for a whistle. Not the third time Grostidier has tried that wraparound, but each time McDonald has been there to prevent the stuff attempt. 7:13 to go. 4-1. Midland leading the way. After just one goal through two periods, we've seen an offensive explosion here. 4 goals in this third period. Unfortunately for the Lions, just one of those being theirs. They try to knock off one of the top teams in the ACH. Shearer. Grothman on the far side. That shot. McDonald turns that one aside. She gets to the corner of the post. Keeps it alive. Warriors have it. Teague comes away out of the corner with it. Exits her zone. She's going to push forward. She has the lone Lindenwood goal so far tonight. And now Risha Shadford has it in her own zone. Chips that one up and over. Outstretched arm of Grostidier. And Shadford will pick up the errant pass there. She has that clip off of Grothman's skate. And that puck will find the Lindenwood bench. As Kennedy Frank tried to catch it, but it hits her wrist. He has to shake that one off. Harushko on the draw, loses that one, and that one's going to be kept in by Drost. Slides that one to her Cameron, but it's in her skates, and breaking out are the Warriors. Martin. Oh, McGuire is just leveled by Carter, and they both go down. Definitely do not think that was an intentional hit there by Bryn Carter. Both her and McGuire are down. Carter is back up. McGuire getting back up as well, but helped up by her teammates. A heavy hit for the two. As McGuire helped over to her bench, we'll hopefully be able to see if she's able to get back out there. The 4-1 lead, 6:10 to go. Maybe you don't risk it if you're the Warriors. Face off outside the Lions zone, won by Midland. Punched in there by Ditto. Frank is able to clear it out of the zone, but Ditto is right there to put it right back in. Here's Cameron near side. Doesn't reach the red line, but a tip by the Warriors allows the icing to be waved off. Ditto under pressure there by Keller. Esplunda in there as well, but the Warriors are able to come away with it. That's Hayhurst. 2 assists so far tonight. Esplunda picks it off at center and drops it to Cameron. Cameron in the middle to Frank. She's rubbed off the puck there by Hayhurst, and she'll dump it right back down for McDonald to set things up. Slides it to Drost. Back to the near side to Esplunda. She can't collect it. Hayhurst puts it in front. Frank breaks it up. Kept in there by Shearer. That's right back down into the Lions zone. Drost on the far corner. 5:19 to go. Drost runs into Esplunda, loses the puck, and the Warriors pick it right back up. Dumped in by Martin. Teague will pull it out from behind her net. Stops, pops, finds Esplunda off her skate. Can't keep it in the zone, but Shearer has it to Wither. Rastidier in there on Wither. Frank and Esplunda as well. Frank comes away with it, but Grastidier takes it away from her. Cuts to the front. Nice stick there by McDonald. A poke check that one away as Grastidier came out from behind the net. And now Frank pushes out. Rubbed off by the Warriors' defense. Out of the reach of Poole. Teague goes around Poole. Can't get around Grastidier. Antonio steps into her. She has the puck. Pokes it into the Warriors' zone, but right to the defense. Durham clears it out. Teague now for the Lions. Far side to Shadford. She'll dump that low. Harushko goes in after it with Shearer. Harushko drops it to Antonio. Antonio gets around Hayhurst, but Hayhurst is able to pick it off. She breaks out with Kashmarski. Kashmarski, low shot, McDonald. Rebound attempt. McDonald gets over and makes the save again. Another big-time stop from Emily McDonald, trying to keep her Lions team in it with 4 minutes to go here in the third. Draw one by the Warriors. Richards over to Marcotte. She dumps it down low. Drost is able to pick it up in the corner. Chips that one out over the stick of Marcotte. Antonio rubbed off the puck there for Marcotte to pick up. Kazmarski dumps it to the far corner. Drost will have to chase in after it. Bell watching her. That puck comes to the near side. Carter. Good to see her back out on the ice. Antonio chips it out. Now here comes Risa Shadford down the left-hand side. Fires that one high. That's loose. It popped out of the glove, but now they're going to blow it down. Stopped there by Bailey as Shadford came racing in that left-hand side. And as we saw in the goal from Teague, you may just need to put the shot on and see what happens. As Bailey's kind of been fighting the puck all night. She's made a lot of good stops, but has also given up some rebounds as well. Coming away with it from the faceoff is Henderson. That's up to McGuire. Good to see her back out there as well after that heavy hit with Carter. McGuire has it again with Wither putting the pressure on. Antonio puts it into the Warriors zone. Going back forward is Ditto. Up to Flanagan. And Teague will pick it off. Teague under pressure there by McGuire. Spins off of it. Makes another move. Pushes it out of the zone, but right to Ditto. Cameron tips that one up and out of play into the Lions bench. 2:50 to go. Faceoff will come outside the Lions zone. They trail 4-1. Draw one by the Warriors. Pushed in by Midland. That one under the stick of Fuchs. Picked up by Frank, though. Frank's in there with Cameron. Under pressure. Good back check there by Flanagan. Fuchs tries to put a shot on, but it deflects to the defense of the Warriors. Now an opportunity for Flanagan on the right side. Tries to put a shot on, fans on it, and Drost will break things up. Carter will pick it up behind her own net and push things forward. That is out of the zone. Grothman and Shearer. Shearer now has it. Flanagan in offsides. And that faceoff will come outside the zone with 2:14 to go. Ali Rakowski right now sitting in as the player of the game with the hat trick here in the third period. She opened the scoring here in the third at 13-18, picked up another one just about 2 minutes later, and then after Madison Teague put the Lions on the board, Rakowski came back just 40 seconds later and gave the Warriors the 4 lead. That puck comes to the far side for Keller. Off the stick of Poole, right back in, off of Keller. Here's Grostidier. She cuts to the middle. Nice defensive play there. And now Teague with the Lions goal, comes into the Warriors zone. She goes wide left, circles the net, rubbed off there by Marcotte. That puck comes to Antonio, though. She drops it to Drost. Drost tries to put a shot on. It's deflected, and we're going to get a penalty here as Madison Teague is down. And going to the box looks to be Maggie Marcotte. Going to get a holding call, maybe, unless this is going against Teague. It looks like it's going against Teague. Marcotte looked like she was going toward the box, but it's actually going to be Teague heading off again. Second time today she's picked up a penalty. First one she picked up, she also had a 10-minute unsportsmanlike as well. So with 1:33, Warriors will go to the power play, looking to salt this one away. Frank, Cameron, Drost, and Fuchs out there for the penalty kill. Frank wins the draw. Picked up behind the net by Mass, though. Drost runs her off the puck. And now Martin. Mass puts a shot on, blocked by Drost, kept in. No, it does not as it clears the zone. Ditto couldn't keep it in. Now Fuchs putting the pressure on there. Slid in there by Hayhurst. Cameron over there, kept in by Ditto. Mass, back to Ditto. Far side to Hayhurst. In the middle, opportunity for Martin. That shot off the post by Maxine Mass. You could hear that one up here. Ditto back to Mass now. She cuts to the middle, fires that one, blocked out by Drost. Frank tries to slide it around, but Hayhurst blocks that clearing attempt. She collects it again, now outside to Ditto. Back to Mass. Watched by Drost. Ditto at the point. Puts it on. Tipped just wide by Martin. Outside to Mass again for the shot. That one pinballing around. Finally going to be cleared out by Frank as Tosh had an opportunity as well as another one from Mass, and now picked up with 18 seconds to go is Ditto. Harushko pressuring her. She circles the net again. Out to McGuire. Picked off by Shatford. Ooh, another collision there between Shatford and Grostidier. Both players seem to be okay, and into the zone. Grostidio has her stick lifted as time expires. So an explosion of goals in the third. Unfortunately, it does not go the way of the Lions. They're going to fall by the score of 4-1 tonight, dropping them down to 5-11-1. Warriors from Midland jump up to 18-5-2. They were led by 3 goals by Ali Rakowski and a power play goal by Callie McGuire. The Lions' lone goal scored by Madison Teague. Well, I thank you guys for joining us here tonight as we see the teams shake hands. Lions are going to be heading out on the road after this for a significant amount of time. Their next games are going to be coming up against this same Midland team. That'll be on the 4th and 5th of February. Then they will be at Minot State on February 10th and 11th, and then at Jamestown on February 12th before a home-and-home series to wrap things up against McKendree the 17th at McKendree. And the final home game of the season will be on February 18th, coming your way here at 7 o'clock from the Centene Community Ice Center and on the women's ACHA YouTube page. Well, for my partner, Mason Vanderhayden, great job again on the graphics and the production of tonight's game. I am Michael Wagenknecht. We're going to thank you guys for joining us. Hope you come back on February 18th for the final home game of the regular season. Hopefully we'll see a winner for the Lions as they face the Bearcats. They go on the road for an extended period of time, but we'll be back on the 18th for more action. Thank you guys for joining us here on the women's ACHA YouTube page.